Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Raynne, aka Riri. I'm a plus size model and a freelance and self-taught makeup artist here in North Carolina. I'm obsessed with all things sour candy. Anyways, today I am going to be doing a first impressions of the Billion Dollar Brows Universal Brow Pencil. We did receive this in this month, January's BOXYCHARM. And I've honestly never even heard of this brand, so I'm really excited to try something different on my brows. I pretty much have been a stickler to using the same methods and the same products for a very, very long time, as opposed to, that's not what I meant to say, but I've been using the same things all the time other than trying the Bang Beauty, the chocolate gel liner, as like a brow pomade, which works beautifully. If you guys have not tried that, it works great if you can use a chocolate brown. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it. I don't normally use the spoolies that come in a brow pencil, so I'm not even gonna worry about trying the spoolie, but it is a retractable brow pencil, and it is supposed to be universal based on how light or, dark or how light or heavy you take the strokes onto your brows. So it is pretty fine. Yeah, I'm really excited. We're gonna check her out. So I'm going to brush all my hairs up, and as you guys know, I'm really trying to grow these bad boys out. Fucking 90s. Ugh. We're gonna get a little mirror and we're gonna see what happens. And I will link in the description box and stuff like that. I think this was like a 14 or something like that, or whatever. I don't know, remember how much it was. I did say that in like the boxy video, but I will go back through and I will post exactly how much it was. So I always will kind of start right here and make my defined line. Oh, that glides on really, really easy. And I start my defined line for the bottom. And then I bring it all the way over and start building up just around the arch area. I don't really do a whole lot with my tail. I feel like that area is like okay for me. And then I just kind of walk the pencil just very lightly through it, just to kind of give it a little bit more definition. And that's all I do as far as that line. Then from here, I'm just gonna walk the product up. It's a little soft, if I'm being honest. I like one that's like not too waxy, but I can still build it up and I don't feel like the product is like going away on me, and I really feel like this one's like really soft. I think the color's pretty good. So again, just nice feathery strokes, and you always want to go with the direction of the hair, like the growth of the hair. And I will soften this area up, don't freak out. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's like slightly softer than I would really like. It's like super, super creamy. And then I really do the same thing over here. Kind of start a little further out than the brow is. And kind of start that defined line. And I take it up to the arch. And then I start to kind of build up over here at the arch, where I literally have no hairs at. And then I'm just gonna, basically I'm just going over the tail. I don't really add, really anything to the tail. Yeah, I don't really like this. It's like super duper creamy. And then again, just walking it through. And I don't worry if anything right now looks harsh, because obviously I cleaned all of that up. Yeah. It's like kind of building up and like getting a little bit cakey, like it's breaking off a little bit. I don't really care for this too much. We're gonna do the top. We're gonna give her a fair chance. And then same thing, I kind of just start here. Yeah, it's like super creamy and like really like breaking off and caking into my hairs. And it's like a little bit thicker of a pencil than I normally like as well. But I don't know if you guys can tell, like it's kind of dragging and just like breaking off and kind of like sticking into the hairs. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. And I'm very light-handed too. Like I'm being very, very, very light with this, and it's just, it's like I'm using a lot of product, a lot. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like it's really, really taking it down quite a bit. If it would focus, that would be fantastic. There you go. So it took down quite a bit of the product. I'm not a fan. I feel like it's super, super soft, like way too soft. And it's just like every time I try to spoolie it through or touch it, it just like starts to break apart, and it does not look very good. Yeah, and it's like very waxy feeling. I am not a fan of this at all. We're gonna try to fix these with some concealer. This is just the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm gonna go into the Morphe M421 little brush right here. I use this, I have two of these brushes. I use one for when I do cut creases, and then one for carving out my brows. We're gonna try to save these bad boys. So I always kind of take my brush straight down, and I kind of follow it into the hollow of my eyes on both sides. And that's kind of like what I tell my clients as well. I'm just like, girl, follow the hollow, and if you kind of follow that hollow in there, then both brows will stay even. You can also brow map. And then I'm very softly going to follow my bottom defined line, even though this did not give me a very defined line. It's kind of blown out. But I follow that bottom line. And then pull any excess product down. And then across the top, I'm literally going to do the same exact thing. Just follow that line. Yeah, I do not like this at all. Like it got really, really clumpy in there as well. Hopefully you guys can see that. It like left little marks in there. It's like really sticking to the hairs. And I know that our product should like somewhat stick to your hairs, but not to the point where it's making your hairs like look really, I don't know, like they're mattified and weird. Yeah, I'm not liking this at all, you guys. Not at all. I will not be using this again. I would not recommend it to anyone. I guess for me, and this is personal preference too, like if you are somebody that likes a more soft textured, kind of more, you know, I guess creamy type of brow pencil, then you may like this. I like one that is slightly more firm. I mean, they look decent. And then we're going to clean it up with just a little sponge. You know, if you like a brow product like this, that is a little bit more creamy, then that's okay. But I feel like it's like too creamy. And it's just like kind of breaking apart and like breaking off in my hairs as opposed to helping me create the lines that I like to create in my brows. So I'm just taking, this is just a mini Glamour Dolls little blender. And I'm just going to make sure the concealer is blended out. I mean, it didn't give me a horrible, horrible brow, but I can definitely see like the weirdness and like the texture that it created on the inside right here. And that is the part that I do not like. Like it looks really, really weird. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. The color is nice, I will say that. The component is nice. I like, you know, that part of it's okay. But the actual product, Isan no. Isan no from me, okay? Yeah. Okay. The brows look decent-ish, so, I mean, that's okay, but, yeah. Okay, so, this will not be used again by me. Again, I think it's like nice packaging and stuff like that. You know, I think the packaging is decent. It feels nice and heavy. It feels, you know, substantial. But I used a shit ton of product out of here. And again, I mean, it is very, very, very soft and very like waxy feeling. So it's a pass for me. If this is something that you have tried and you like it, then let me know down below if you have tried it. But for me, it's a no. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so that's my first impression of the $1 Billion Brows. Again, I will link the information either below or I will put it in, the, you know, on the screen somewhere, how much it is and stuff like that. Yeah, so I hate that. I hate when I don't like a product, but this is a hell nah for me. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video at all and me messing up my brows, then give me a like, thumbs up, and yeah, subscribe down below. If you hit the notification bell, I'd be even more grateful and thankful. And please always remember to be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.